Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to True Telos Trading. Still on the road to recovery. We are getting over our blood clotting, so we're able to sit in the chair for a little bit. I woke up this morning at 3 a.m. to see if I could capitalize on any movement that we've been seeing in the markets in the morning. And again, we are looking in the morning for those stocks with those super low floats that have a recent reverse split that are at all-time highs. And we have one that we are agreeing on this morning. And this seems to be the theme for early AM. As soon as that market opens at 3 a.m. Central Standard Time, we see these giant moves being made by these stocks with these super low floats in a recent reverse split that are above the daily 200 MA. Let's go ahead and get into that stock of the day. The ticker of the stock that we traded this morning was ELAB, ELAB. Today's date is October 14th, 2025. The stock didn't have a float that was under 700,000, but it did have a float that was under 1 billion. The float on the stock was approximately 865,000. This would give us according to the True Telos early AM blue sky strategy, it would give a +2. It was at all-time highs. I believe the all-time high on this stock before was like just a little bit above 8, and we bought this stock at about $10. So this would be a 2. It was trading above the 200 moving average. The 200 moving average on this stock was about $3.13. And like I said, we bought it at just about a little bit over $10. This will be a 2 here. It did have a recent reverse split. The reverse split on this stock was last month on the 2nd. This will be a 1 here. When we bought it, it was up over 100%, so definitely over 90. This will be a 1. And it was the number one stock in the market when we bought it this morning, so this would be a 1 here. If we had all of these together, this gives us a score of 9, which according to our True Telos trading strategy, this gives it a grade of an A or a good quality stock. So again, this is the True Telos trading early AM blue sky strategy that we only use for market open at 3 a.m. Central Standard Time. We only trade for about an hour in the morning, but we sat down for just a little bit of time, and we are currently up on this stock. Let's go ahead and get into the chart to see how we traded this stock today. This is our stock here, ELAB. This was kind of like a snap buy. I'm not even going to lie. So I went to like one of those market screeners, like not Weibo, what's the name of it? Like FinViz. And I specifically looked for stocks that have the criteria or that meet my criteria to make these big moves in the morning. And I made a comprehensive list of them. This stock ELAB was among the stocks on that list. Just like the one yesterday, it was like a China stock that was number one. Or not number one, that was also on the list, but I wasn't able to wake up in the morning. The pain was a little bit too much for me to bear when dealing with this blood clot, so I wasn't able to. But this morning, I'm feeling a little bit better. I was able to wake up at like 2:55 and sit down, and as soon as 3 a.m. hit, we saw this stock pop up, and it was no strategy in buying. We kind of just like snap bought. It was on our list. These stocks have been making these big moves. We bought the stock, and we held for a pretty good gain on the day. You see the T here. The trade that I made was specifically in just this 1 minute candle here. So we saw the stock popping up on our top gainer scanner, or Webull top gainer scanner. We snap bought it. I'll go to my order window here. We decided to take a small trade on this stock today because we didn't want to overstep any boundaries or overdo anything since we are just now getting back into it. I bought 82 shares of this stock, average price being about I want to say $10 and $25 or $10.29, because that's where most of them are. That one was just a little bit lower, 10 cent lower, and we were able, or I'm sorry, I'm going off of the limit price, and I should be going off of the average price. So the average price being 10.15, and we were able to get out at about 12.11. Just about $2 a share. That is very, very good. And these are the types of stocks that we are looking for in the morning. And let me go back to the chart here. It's up over 200% on the day. So I sold this position because of that small resistance I saw up here at that 12.48. I don't want to hold these trades because, like I said, I don't know where these things are going to was it go up and come back down. That we were already at all-time highs. That is a blue sky setup. It was already at all-time highs when I bought it at that $10. And I think $2 or almost $2 of profit on this stock is worth the selling after I bought it. $2 a share is very much worth the sell after I bought, and it went clear up here to about almost $19 a share from all the way down here at 780. So this stock is up pretty much over 200% on the morning, and it is one of those stocks that matches our criteria as one of those quality stocks. And we have another one popping up here that is also on my list. Let me click over to it. G-Wave, GWAV. This stock also has a very low float. It has a float of $490, so about 500,000 shares. So this one, and it does have a recent reverse split back in the 25th of August. So, and it is at all-time highs. So, if that other one, if ELAB didn't pop up, then we would have been in this one for a break of all-time highs. You see, MACD is also separating on this one, and it has curled up pretty good since that 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm guessing we would have bought somewhere down here at 13 and probably sold somewhere up here at 15. So we are seeing these stocks in the morning make these really good moves that match our criteria of our True Telos trading early AM blue sky strategy. And as you see, it is making that move higher. That is the recap of the day, and that's going to be the trade of the day, and we're going to call it a day. Because we only bought 82 shares of this stock, and we sold it for almost 2 cents of profit, we have a grand total of $160.78. I would have loved to buy a little bit more of this stock, but like I said, since we haven't traded and sat down at this computer for a bit, I want to make sure that I'm mitigating risk on the account while I am doing these trades. I want to make sure that I completely acclimate myself on getting back into it. I did tell myself I was going to take a break from this just because doctor kind of said that this blood clot was caused by sitting for in excess of a long time. So I may be taking a break from trading for a bit just to make sure I get my health back in order. But that's another video for another day. I hope you've enjoyed this recap, and welcome to True Telos Trading. Again, we are seeing these stocks in the morning that match that True Telos trading grading scale with that super low float, with being above the 200 MA, with having a recent reverse split, being up above 90%, and being the number 1 to 3 stock in the morning. We're seeing them make those super, super big moves, sometimes 100 up to 500%. And like I said, we have a comprehensive list of these stocks, and we haven't been trading as often recently because I've been having a little bit of health issues. The blood clot in my legs sometimes causes me to have extreme pain and not being able to sit in this chair for long periods of time, which completely cuts into what I'm doing while I'm trading, because we literally have to sit and wait and be patient. And sometimes I can't do that because it hurts so much. much. But today was one of those days where we were actually able to sit down and actually able to make that trade in the morning. And I chose to do this because after looking at yesterday, I'm still seeing these stocks that were on my list of stocks that could make these big moves, that meet the criteria to make those big moves. We had that one stock that was like the China stock yesterday, making, I think it was like one or two more that were on my list that made that same move in the same day. So I'm like, wow, this list is dwindling down pretty fast on these stocks that I have that could make these big moves. So I need to be able to capitalize on it, but I need to make sure that my health is in order so that I can capitalize on them. And again, today was a very good day, $160 on just 82 shares. So about $2 a share. And that's exactly what we're looking for when we're trading in the morning. Sometimes I do want to hold longer so I can catch those bigger moves, but we don't know where the stock is going to stall out at. So I'd rather take profit while I can on these stocks. If you enjoy this content, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe. If you have any questions for me, as always, I am an open book. Go ahead and ask me anything. We're going to continue to recover. We may even take a break from trading just to make sure I get my health in order. That's what I have been doing, because it has to be health over everything. If I'm not healthy, I can't sit here and let you guys know how I'm doing in the market or the strategies that I'm implementing, and nothing will happen good for me. So I need to make sure that I'm going to recover properly so that I can continue to dish out content to you guys, because I know that's what we're looking for. And again, if this is what you're looking for in the channel, please don't be afraid to like and subscribe. Ask me any questions. I'm an open book. Welcome to Telos Trading, and I'll see you guys next time.